Well, guys, back to our video on the channel. Today, we're back with some more Minecraft dinosaurs, and today, as I was trying to tell by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be building the Velociraptor enclosure, though I'm sure you can also tell by the title that next to Velociraptor does say F and A, which means Fossils and Archeology, because obviously I'm using both those mods. The Jurassic World Reborn mod, which is these guys, the Protoceratops, are part of the Reborn mod. If we go ahead and head over here, this one, and then you obviously have the Fossils and Archaeology one as well. So we're doing the Velociraptors from the Fossils and Archaeology mod today, which are kind of like a more like realistic and accurate Velociraptor. Don't know exactly how accurate they are, but they're a lot more accurate, obviously, in the Jurassic World Reborn ones, because Jurassic World Reborn ones are obviously based off the Jurassic World and Park films, and Velociraptors are not very accurate in those films, not even remotely. So yeah, either way, for the enclosure, I was thinking I was gonna put it right here, just a small, like, almost like a bird cage, because these guys can climb walls, in the Fossils and Archaeology mod. So I was thinking of doing like a little, like a bird cage kind of thing, right here. Maybe a little bit of an underground section, probably not though. Though if I think it could add a lot to the build, I might do it. But yeah, either way, I'm gonna go ahead and expand the road out this way, build it that way, and then get started on the enclosure. So I'll be right back once I have the basic layout of the enclosure done. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see right here, I have the basic kind of like layout, I guess you could say, of the enclosure so far. So pretty much what I'm going for is kind of like a cage kind of design, as you can see with this right here. Kind of, I got these supports, which I guess technically these would probably have like metal reinforcement in them, since this is dinosaurs. Same thing with these, right? It's just like a wood exterior for design. And then obviously you have the reinforcement on the ground to make it actually look like it's secure a bit more than just wood, because obviously I don't think wood could hold these. It might be able to, because Velociraptors aren't that big, but still wouldn't trust it that much. Either way, you can see, you may be thinking this enclosure is maybe a tiny bit too small. Though what I'm planning to do is put probably a cave entrance right here that circles down and around, and then an underground area where I'll have a staircase right here that'll go down, and you'll have like a large viewing glass underneath on this side of the enclosure, and then the entire underground will be just hollowed out. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do so far. General layout right here. Obviously it's up against a mountain, so this will kind of be like the roof will probably go as like half slabs above like this, and then they'll have all this like cliff to climb on, because these guys can climb walls as well, which is why the top of this is going to need a cover, right? So there is going to be a top to the enclosure, which I still haven't found out what it's going to be yet, because obviously these aren't going to work. That just kind of looks weird. But yeah, either way, I'm going to go ahead and get back into building, and I'll be back when I get to my next step. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see right here in front of you, I actually have finished the enclosure. But yeah, before we go and get into more detail about enclosure, I'm sure you can already tell from just right now that this enclosure does look very similar to the Protoceratops because of the plants. And the reason for that is because Protoceratops and Velociraptor actually did live in the same environment. They lived together. Well, I was about to say they coexist, but I'm pretty sure Velociraptor would have been the predator of Protoceratops, since they are similar in like size. They are similar in size, so I assume Protoceratops would be the prey of Velociraptor. But yeah, they did live in the same environment, which is why both their enclosures are pretty much like same environment, because they should be. But yeah, either way, with the outside enclosure, obviously see added a few extra details from last time, or no, obviously the last time you guys didn't see any of this or anything. Because I did in this episode decide to kind of skip forward a bit. I showed you guys where I was building it, and then I came back and showed you the general layout, and then I kind of just did the full thing. I fully built it. So yeah guys, if you do want to let me know which one you like more, if you like this style more where I just show you where I'm going to build it, show you the basic layout, and then just come back once I fully finish the entire enclosure, or do you like what I did in the first episode, or the second episode I guess technically, with the these guys, the Protoceratops, where I showed pretty much step by step. I showed the basic layout. I showed, like, when I finished all these rocks, I showed than I showed. Like, I showed step by step kind of when I finished each part of the build. Well, with this, I just kind of did it all in one, and now I'm showing you all together. But yeah, let me know which one you like more. That episode style or this episode style. But yeah, either way. You see, obviously, I used the Velociraptor signs. In case you're wondering why I use these signs from the Jurassic World Reborn mod for a Fossil and Archeology dinosaur, the reason is because go and look up sign. You actually have signs for the raptor paddock. Actually, I don't think I can place it on that. Do I have any flat walls I can place this on? I don't think I. Maybe right here. No, I don't. But yeah, either way, there are raptor paddock signs that can be placed, like they're big signs. I'll show you once we get down to the cave area down below, because obviously I'm sure you guys have seen the cave back there. But yeah, either way, this is the top of the enclosure. Obviously, there's a trapdoor right here so we can get in easier, or I can, I guess, technically. But yeah, you can see here's the enclosure, and then there's the cave that heads down there. So yeah, then right here you have a little entrance into it. You have the do not enter, obviously, to the employees only area. Yeah, then you have the sign right here, or the glass right here that shows the inside of the enclosure. And then obviously if you're an employee, you can come back here, and then yeah, here you are. You also have this right here, obviously, and yeah, a lot of vines around. The thing about these vines also is they seem to be growing sideways, because I only placed like one right here, and it's growing sideways. Same here, I've only placed one here, but it's going sideways, which is interesting. You see it like kind of doing that, which I kind of like, actually, because it makes it a bit more random other than heading straight downwards. Like, see this one? I placed it right here, it went down, then wandered to the side for some reason. Kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, kind of like it. Adds a bit more variety. Obviously, I will have to trim down the vines every so often, like right here. Like, that's a bit too many vines for me, honestly. Like, maybe, you know, I'll put one there, but like that's a bit too many vines right there. But either way, on one of these flat walls, like this one, there you go. See, right there. That's the raptor. If I can speak English real quick. That's the raptor paddock sign, and that's what we'll use for the Jurassic World Reborn raptors, because they're the Jurassic World raptors from the movies, obviously. While these ones are like realistic life, like realistic, more realistic. I shouldn't say realistic. I don't know how accurate they are to real life, but either way, yeah, let's go ahead and get them in here. So go ahead and type them up. In terms of this enclosure, the Protoceratops, I placed 4 in their enclosure. This one I might be able to place, probably 6, maybe, probably. But yeah. Also, another thing I like about this enclosure, I'm sure you guys can already see it with the roof. There's like, you can barely see the roof. It's pretty much invisible, as you can see, because of the reinforced glass. You can see on the edge that the glass is there, and also when I hover over, you can see the block. But yeah, pretty much invisible. But yeah, either way, gonna place these guys down. So I think I'll place 2 of them up here. So 2 up here. I don't think there's no way you can really tell the gender for these guys. Well, you can. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, but either way, I'm sure you guys can already tell I'm in my old Minecraft Dinosaurs world. Though, reason for that is because for some reason the old world, ever since I placed down those Velociraptors, as you saw in the clip, that you just saw, obviously, for some reason the world keeps crashing. Even after I removed the Fossils and Archeology mod, it keeps crashing. Yeah, for some reason it keeps doing that, even when I loaded up my backup save, which doesn't even have the new enclosure. At least it shouldn't. I haven't been able to even load into my backup. My backup keeps crashing my game as well for some reason. I'm going to keep trying to get the world back, but either way, you guys have seen the enclosure. If you did enjoy the video, also don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll try to revive the series, but if I can't, then I'll start a new world and start building new enclosures. But either way, if you enjoyed the video, also don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.